Well, without further ado, welcome in everybody to our spooky, scary October 2025 JAMA Jam. Ooh. Theme this month was folklore. So, as always, shout out the work that you did for JAMA Jam. Everybody did amazing stuff. I was really enjoying the glimpses that I saw. I haven't actually seen the final product of a lot of people's submissions, so I'm going to be giving my genuine enthusiastic reactions alongside this time. But everybody always does amazing work for Jamma Jam. You should promote your stuff, share it on social media, and be sure to tag at Jamma Jam Midwest on Instagram/Twitter and use hashtag Jamma Jam to shout out your stuff. So jumping right into it, Worm Food with a revisit of a previous submission, some folk magic item icons, which, oh my god, this is so cool. For anybody who's just watching the showcase, check out the Discord. You can see Seb's previous submission, or if you've been with us for 2 years, you might have seen it already. These are some specific items that have a place in Western folk magic, particularly inspired by Appalachian sort of cultural roots, which the assets themselves are just beautifully rendered. The shading on it, the little highlights. They mentioned they're going for more of a painterly style with this, and that absolutely, I think, shines through. I'm particularly fond of the highlights on the wood and the like moss on the key. This is just so delicious, so yummy. Absolute shout out to Sub for coming in clutch after hearing the theme. Oh, fighting against the foghorns and looking amazing. It's Joey Nutria's folklore Cyclops. So for starting learning ZBrush for your university, like character sculpting a week ago, this is awesome. This is phenomenal. The character's personality is really fun. I like you really got like a good silhouette going on. Uh, yeah, absolute shout out. I appreciate giving Cyclops as a focus as an underrated species for folklore. Agree. I feel like I only know about like medieval Cyclops or what's it Grecian Cyclopses? Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna yeah, stop. And if you're in here, feel free to join in and share thoughts on your process, anything like that. Otherwise, I will happily explain. So look at this amazing set of mushrooms. There's a whole different series of sizes, shapes, variations. I absolutely love it. And seeing them in action, seeing them like placed around the character in like a full set is like such a beautiful range of variety. Like this is a really phenomenal little asset pack of little mushrooms. Absolutely love it. And tying in very nicely with the theme with the folklore vibes as well. Absolute shout out. Okay, Katie, I know you're in here. Tell me about your Jacko lore. This absolutely charming little guy.
Hi, I am here. I really wanted to model a little guy, and it's a little pumpkin guy, because why not? And also that counts for folklore, because
Oh,
there's lore behind jack-o'-lanterns.
darn tootin'.
Um, I just opened Maya for the first time in forever and made a little pumpkin.
Yeah. I
That's
really
pretty
like
much
the
it.
lighting too. Like the little like the green edge light is really good for it.
Oh,
And
thank you.
the ground plane that you've got it on, is that just like in HDRI? Is that a texture?
I just like Googled ground texture and stole a free one, so that's not mine, but the pumpkin is.
Well, you blended it in really nicely with it. Like the lighting on the texture looks really well blended with the lights on the jack-o'-lantern. It's just
Thank
thoroughly
you.
charming in general. Is the inside just like an emissive, or do you have like was it rendered with like a point light or something?
Yeah, I just threw a point light down at the bottom. It
Nice,
works.
nice. That's awesome. Oh, I love it. Really good personality on this guy. Hell yeah. Alrighty. And fangirl with this deep sea mermaid. Really, really cool rig for it. Um, I think this is a really, really cool example of something within the spirit of Jam Jam that I don't think we see too often, so I want to absolutely like highlight it. The idea of just like taking an existing asset of someone else's and then applying your own skill or workflow to it, say like texturing a model or rigging a character, is such a really cool, perfect application of the idea and goals of Jam Jam. I'm so happy that you were able to do something with it for this jam. Would love to see any future updates on it, because I really would love to see it in action. The rig looks great. That's what I'm saying. Alrighty, and at least we got the Festa Junina, a Brazilian folk festival. Very cool. So I really like the range of little assets for this as well. A little bonfire, paper balloons, and some colorful little flags. This is awesome. And focusing on, instead of myths or creatures, wanting to capture the spirit of celebration that lives in Brazilian folklore, the warmth of the bonfire and the color of the flags. That's adorable. I love that. Really, really fun take on the theme of folklore. Very big fan of that. Could definitely see these put around like some cute little low poly setting. Great job. All right. Aaron, are you in here? Do you want to
I
talk
am
about your
in
cursed temple
here.
door? Go for it. Take it away.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you put all that text in there. That's okay. But basically this is uh cover art I made for my Jam Septiceye game submission that also is due tonight, but the game is a text-based adventure slash guess the number game, and the Jam's theme was death is an opportunity. So I took that as like you go into the temple and the front door, every time you put in a wrong number, it kills you, but then you respawn knowing whether your number was too low or too high. So
Mm.
every death is an opportunity to guess again with more knowledge.
Hmm. Oh, very cool. Very fun.
And I was just like, ah, what can I make that's like something really simple, but
Yeah.
also a theme? And I thought that it worked really well. And
Uh-huh.
since there's no art in the game because it's all text, I thought Jamma Jam was the perfect opportunity to get myself to make some art to put as the cover image.
That's amazing. Yeah, way to like optimize like your plans for both jams. That's like perfect for it. Every time there's like an overlapping game jam with it, I'm like, it'd be cool if someone like uploaded one of their assets from the game jam they're already doing. But it makes sense. What was your process for this asset here?
So I started with just pencil on a piece of printer paper at my parents'
Nice.
house.
Hell yeah.
Um, and then when I was at work, I took a pen and I went over it to refine the lines a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then I took a picture of it and put it into Photoshop, found a free texture of paper, and then just went in with a multiply
Yeah.
layer
Right
for
on.
the ink for it. Um,
Hell yeah. I was
that's how.
wondering because yeah, I thought I saw like a paper or like hand-drawn image of it, so I was curious, wanted to confirm. That's so cool. I always love like incorporating like hand-drawn assets into game workflows.
Yeah, I did that actually on my last game jam too, the visual novel that I
Mhm.
did, and
Oh, nice.
I thought it was like so much easier to start with a pencil sketch and then go in and do the next step on Photoshop because sketching in
Yeah.
Photoshop is impossible for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, if it works for you, if it's a fast way to do it, and if you are happier with the output, like it's a totally valid way to do it. I love it.
Yeah,
You get cool
especially if
stuff
you're
from
like doing pencil, then you can still erase and go back. But like whenever
it.
I
Hmm.
try to render something physical, I'll like put a pen mark in the wrong spot and I'm like, oh my
Hmm.
God, I'm gonna kill
Right,
myself.
right, right. Well, hey, you can always Photoshop it out. Well, I'm
Exactly.
definitely gonna have to check out this game now as soon as I'm done with this. Like, very
Okay, I
excited.
don't have the game file in there yet because 'cause I'm
Oh,
still
no
trying to
worries.
get
Right,
more,
right, right. Because you have
but
you have a different cutoff for tonight. Well, I'll be checking
it's
back
11
tomorrow.
PM.
Word.
So, come back
Well, hey,
tomorrow
yes,
and check it out.
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for submitting this.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Trike Man 115 with Kunimitsu. This Kitsune character, very mysterious, mystique character. I the vibe it's giving me is of like a fighting game character, but I'm unfamiliar with it if this is an existing thing. But if you're here, feel free to chime in if you'd like. If
Yeah,
not,
this is a character from Tekken.
okay,
Um,
cool.
so her design's from Tekken 7, and I like that you never see her face at all.
Hmm.
And then in Tekken 7, they changed that so that you see her face all the time. So,
Hmm.
but I really like the Kitsune like theme with her, and
Yeah.
she's just a fun character that screams a lot when she attacks as a ninja. So,
That's awesome. That's so cool. I appreciate the pixel interpretation then. That's really a really fun way to like translate it to a different medium.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Oh, Johnny boy.
That's
You here?
me.
Hey, there he is.
So I really had no idea what I wanted to do for this because the folklore was so broad. I was like, do I do something spooky? Do I do, I really didn't know what to do.
Mhm.
And then I just saw in my random Googling of the internet and Tumblr, um, a picture of a very cool real sword from like 1497,
Hey man, that's the
and I
best kind of
would
visual resource.
recommend Googling it. It's at some museum in Austria, and I think I posted a picture of it last night in the Jam Show Off page because it, like,
Hmm.
as an example, and I just had to model it, and so I threw
Yeah.
this together very quickly. I was originally planning on doing like a much more like hand painted stylized texture. Um, Simply didn't have time for that because I worked all weekend.
Hmm.
So I just kind of threw some like metal shaders on and went with
Hey,
it. But
hell yeah.
overall, I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm glad I was able to make something.
Uh-huh. Hey, depending on the theme for next month, your asset for next month could end up just being textures for it.
I just
Maybe.
keep reusing the same asset every single month.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's new assets, you're making the textures. I
We
mean,
did
this turned out really
literally
nicely though.
actually just see Seb do that, but like revamp all of their previous stuff and make new
Right.
things. So that would actually be a fun
Exactly,
idea.
exactly. Fully within the parameters of it. I say go for it. I mean, this
I'm
is
gonna
already.
require I'm gonna require next month's themes to be soy textures, in order to really make sure that it fits.
I think we could swing that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
this is
great
what I meant. I
composition.
like how it looks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very good. Very good. Big thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Hey everybody. That's me. Um so I as per the last couple jams usually end up busy or burnt out or some mix of both. But I've been able to throw something together in like the last hour. So the only thing that I've been able to find motivation to work on recently has been my little joke thing, which is a gnome real estate magazine, gnome home real estate magazine, using pictures of things in real life, like little, like potholes or stumps, and framing it as a modern real estate listing. So I decided to make a little 3D window for like a gnome home because I've been wanting to try and see if I can make some 3D assets and then find a way to like properly kit bash them to make a image look more like an actual lived in gnome home. There's something very funny and charming still about just an image of a tree stump and being like, look at this modern like penthouse suite. But I'm curious if this approach would work, so I decided to make a little gnome home window. Really slapped it together. The topology is rough. The textures could be better, but hey, it's an asset that I made, and I've been wanting to do it for a while. Also helps me get more familiar with Maya's equivalent of geometry nodes, MASH, which are Similar-ish functionalities, a little bit more finicky, um, just to make those stones a little faster. But yeah, voila.
I could talk about what my process was. Basically, when I heard folklore, I immediately thought cryptids, and of course, I made the best one, the Fresno Nightcrawler. And so I was like, I haven't done 3D modeling in a while. I have a mega project that I'm planning to get started on soon that will involve a lot of 3D modeling. And it's kind of related to one of my past submissions, the Sunset Arena. So I was like, okay, I just want to make a little guy. And originally I was going to give him like a walk cycle because, you know, they walk. That's kind of the thing they do. But unfortunately, I ran like right out of time. I was like just starting to get the walk cycle in, and I had like an hour left. And I realized that I'm a little rusty with 3D animation, so an hour was not long enough. So yeah, I do have them fully rigged and skin weighted, etc. So I'm ideally going to actually post that in the Discord here this coming week. But in the meantime, you just get to see him in his power stance.
What a power stance it is.
It's an incredible stance.
Imposing. And that's it for our official submissions, but we've got some wonderful honorable mentions. Trianol, working on a project that was already kind of aligned with this theme, so doing an extra push. Telezoro. Look and listen to that. Yeah, hell yeah. So for an honorable mention, that's crazy that you didn't submit it for JAMA Jam, I will just say. But I understand it was tied to an existing project, so I get it. But oh my god, next time submit that. You got music, you got animations, you got text, you got lore, you got panning screen, little cutscene things. You got like 5 assets right there. That's crazy. Hell yeah. Thank you for sharing it with us in relation to this jam. And Lady Vio, with your outlined like some sketches for a mushroom circle. Thank you for sharing like even just like the little in progress like as you're figuring out concept sketches. Like anything is everything as it comes to Jam and Jam. Thank you everybody. So, if you're new here, we do silly little awards at the end of each jam. We vote on our top picks for best use of theme, most creative, and best in show. Everybody can vote on their choice from the official submissions for those three. And voting will be open from as soon as the poll is posted, which will hopefully be soon, until 6 p.m. CST tomorrow, or basically 24 hours from whenever the poll is posted. And then we'll announce the awards afterwards, and those winners will receive a special little role in the Discord that'll last until the next jam, as well as any future bragging rights, however they wish to skew it. So put it in your calendar, y'all. Next jam is going to be November 7th through the 9th. So get ready. Get excited for that next theme, those sword textures, which we've already had as our theme. Totally real and official. Yeah. We also have, if you were busy this weekend, if you're watching this video and you're like, oh man, I wish I could have done something for JAMA Jam. Well, guess what? We give you a theme every month for the off season. So, this is an example of one done for a previous jam. Salty Cryptid, one of our wonderful absolute champions of the community, made this really cool character concept for our throwback jam, combining bioluminescent and dungeon, because the throwback was to combine previous jam prompts. So we don't do awards for it, but we always give it a shout out at either our opening or closing ceremony. So if you're looking for an excuse to do something and you need an idea, we're about to give you one. let's hear that drum roll once more. This month's off-season prop is thingamajigs, doodads, whatsits, gadgets, and whozawanazas. This one can really be anything. Make a doohickey, make a dilly bopper, make something. This is really the most broad thing, but I'm picturing some Rube Goldberg, like, full Tom and Jerry type madness. Please, please, somebody delight us and surprise us. Hit us with an inventor. Hit us with a gadget. Hit us with a mad lab. But until then, thank you all so much for joining. A pleasure as always, and we will see you next jam.